Hello, this video is for my beginning and 3rd and 5th grade bass players. Today we're going to work on page 29 in book 1, so we're working on ties and slurs. Okay, so you can read on page 29 the orange boxes that have the definition for ties and slurs, but a tie is when there's a curved line that connects two notes that are the same, so a D to a D or an E to an E. Okay, like that. And then what a tie does is it adds the beats together to create a big super note. Okay? The example in the book isn't great because they're tying two quarter notes together, which really makes a half note. Most composers would normally write a half note. Usually it's to tie larger notes together to make really long notes. Okay? So here we go. We're going to try number 108. Okay? With our ties. 1, 2, ready, go. Lift, set. Okay, and now on to the trickier part of today's lesson, slurs. So slurs are a curved line that connect different notes, so a D to an E, or a D and E and an F sharp. They can connect multiple notes, okay, but what we're working on today is two-note slurs. So before we try slurs, we're going to learn hooked bowing, okay, which is when we use the same bow direction twice in a row with a little stop in between. So I'm just going to play my open D string and I'm going to play two down bows. Just listen. So you notice how I used about half the bow and then continued on with a little pause in between. So we can do this down bow and we can do this up bow. Okay, so let's try that on our D string. Okay, let's try it on our A string. Let's try it on our G string. Okay, now let's try it with adding fingers. So let's go from D to E. So we're on our D string, open string to first finger. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, let's try it on our A string, A to B. And again. Okay, and then on our G string, G to A. Okay, so the difference between hooked bowing and a slur is we just take out the stop that's in the middle. So from D to E. So notice the bow keeps going and it's now my finger that's doing the rhythm and changing the pitch. Okay, so let's try that a couple times. Ready, go. Okay, and now let's try it on our A string, A to B. And now on our G string, G to A. Okay, so this might be a good point to pause the video and try that. If you're having trouble, get the hang of it. Try it with the hooked bowing. Try it just on open strings. Try it then adding first finger, and then try doing an open to first finger slur. So if you need to, go ahead and pause the video, and then we'll resume with the rest of the exercises on page 29. Okay, so continuing on, number 109, stop and go. So we're slurring between D and E. So we're on our D string and we're using open and first finger. 1, 2, ready, go. Rest, 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 rest. Now with no rests, just change your bow direction for a new E. Okay, now let's try 110. So now we're adding an F sharp. So we're doing open first and fourth and first. Here we go, 110, slurring along. Ready, and rest, 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 rest. Okay, number 111, smooth sailing. Okay, so now we're taking the rests out and we're substituting the rest with half notes. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, number 112, D major slurs. Okay, so now we're going to do our D major scale with slurs, and we're also going to have to shift to third position, of course, to complete the D major scale. So here we go, 112. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay. Number 113, crossing strings. So now we're slurring on a string crossing. So what I would recommend first, like we did when we first learned slurs, was just playing around with it. So just practice slurring from D to A. And get comfortable slurring. Okay, so this would be another good spot to pause the video and practice a little bit on your own, getting the hang of slurring on a string crossing. Okay? Alright, so let's continue on with number 113, crossing strings. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, and if you can keep your fingers down while you're doing those slurs, that's great. If you need to lift your fingers, that's fine too. Okay, number 114, gliding bows. then the last one, upside down, number 115. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, starting on A string, slurring to D string, ready, go. First finger, fourth finger, back to first finger, okay, and let's do that one more time before we're done. So here we go, 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, so take your time this week with this lesson because this is a really critical lesson. Have fun practicing your bass. Remember to log your minutes on Essential Elements Interactive. Comment below if there's anything you're having trouble with or would like further clarification on. And otherwise, check back next week for another lesson. Until then, bye!